Welcome back. If there was one thing in this world that consistently amazed and intrigued me, it was people with the habit of running. I just could never wrap my head around it. From my perspective, I was always like, running isn't for me. I'll stick to walking. I'm just not a runner. In my head, running was only required in one of two situations, maybe a combination of the two. You either A, have a pressing concern in your underpants and you have to get to the washroom urgently and rapidly, and or B, you're being chased, whether by a dog, cat, family member, maybe even your girlfriend or wife. But outside those two situations, I just could not understand why you would want to run. Just out and about, let's go on a run. Let's run 5K. Let's run 10K. I couldn't understand it. And so that's why for the last couple of weeks, I started running because I've always told myself that I couldn't, and frankly that I shouldn't. 2 weeks have passed and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I feel like the second coming of Eliud Kipchoge. Don't get me wrong, I've tried to build this habit multiple times and I've failed every single time. What changed? I had a foolproof plan, one that steered me in the direction to success. And I'm going to tell you that right now. One, I had to financially commit to this. That means I had to buy myself an expensive pair of running shoes. They had to be a financial reminder of the money that I put in, my hard-earned money. And if you know me, anything over $35 is an expensive purchase. Second, and this goes hand in hand with number one, the shoes had to be virtually unwearable outside of running. That means I couldn't possibly wear these shoes with any outfit on any occasion and have them look normal. So that's why when I found these bad boys, these absolute monstrosities, I just knew we were on the path to success. And the last and final portion of this plan, I needed something on the days, mornings, where I didn't want to run that would get me out of bed and out the door. A fair assumption would be something positive, something uplifting that motivates you to get out the door. Good health. You want to feel good. No.
Huh?
Every morning when I didn't want to run, when my alarm sounded and I had no desire in me to get out the door, I told myself that if I don't run today, if I don't complete this run, I'm a disappointment, or I will be a disappointment. I told myself I will never amount to anything in my life, ever, over my entire lifespan, if I didn't go complete this run. And it worked. I consistently got up for each workout in the morning and I completed it. Pardon the interruption. I'm here to clear the confusion as to why Luca wouldn't use something more positive as motivation. And if you're sitting there wondering, who's this guy? Then we should be taking better care of our health. Isn't that right? The answer is pretty simple when we take a look at the literature and research surrounding this topic. What we find is that the fear of failure is a reasonably stronger motivator when compared to positive things such as the benefits that come from succeeding. Dr. Hubie, out. With these three reminders, the financial, aesthetic, and failure, I was primed for success. And that's what we did in these last 2 weeks. Didn't skip a workout. So, gotta give myself some well-deserved applause, because personally that's an achievement, because I never thought in my life that I would A, go running, and B, do it consistently. Granted, I still have an entire program to finish, but it's looking positive. I'm pretty confident in the outcome. I've completed 6 workouts, and I can confidently say I feel great afterwards. During the runs, terrible. I'm fighting for my life. I'm trying to survive. But afterwards, the greatest. I feel mentally sharper. Every morning I look to complete the mini crossword on the New York Times. Some mornings I complete in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. God knows, it takes me a while sometimes on those tough mornings. But after every run, once I shower and I go to complete that mini crossword, boom, 50 seconds, 1 minute, 45 seconds. It's absolutely incredible. And for that single reason, I'm going to keep running for the rest of my life. I'm extremely grateful that I was able to find a program that suited me. I feel like if I just jumped into this and decided, I needed to run 5K every morning, I would have probably quit within 2 days. The workouts themselves are just, enjoyable.
You sure about that?
I wouldn't say enjoyable, they're tough, but doable. And I think that's also one of the main factors as to why I keep doing it, because I look forward, kind of, to these workouts. It's crazy to think that, I'll probably sign up for 10K and look to complete that within the next couple of months, 3 months, 4 months, who knows. I also have to say that the shoes I think are incredibly important. Granted, I know nothing about shoes. I'm just really enjoying wearing these shoes. They're incredibly light. They have great cushioning, and I think it makes the whole process of running a tad bit easier. My recommendation, get yourself a good pair of shoes if you're planning on running. If you're not planning on running, I totally understand you, but just give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? Improved cardiovascular health, less depression, the strengthening of your heart. I mean, if that doesn't help, just try to remind yourself that maybe you're a disappointment to your family if you don't go out for this run. It worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you too. The title of this video says a review, and usually a review ends with a rating. The question now remains, how do I rate running? Honestly, I give it an 8.6, an 8.6. Yep, if you're on the fence, if you're not interested in lifting weights, but you just want to exercise, go for a run. Just get out there. See you later.